Hello, everybody. How are you guys doing this evening? I see Hetzer and Aslan. What is going on? If there's someone else that joined in, I apologize. Welcome in, though, guys. Welcome in. Hey, Gosu, Ghost Hawks, welcome, welcome. I watched the, well, I kind of watched and listened to the final, the final match for LVO. It was over on turn 2. It was pretty crazy. So not too bad to watch. I was thinking I'd watch it, but get the camera on. I was thinking I'd watch it while is that camera? Is that camera angle or the lighting good? I'm always trying to mess with stuff. But, holy cow, Zendral. Every day's a good day when you 45 months, dude, that's crazy. Man, I feel so old. The fact that I have been doing this for almost 4 years is like terrifying. Man, yeah. Welcome in, guys. Welcome. We're gonna be painting. Dreadnought weapons. So that's what we're doing. I'm gonna try to finish this set of Contemptor weapons. We have a Gravis Melta, I have a Gravis Las Cannon, Auto Cannon, and then we have a Gravis Dreadnought Fist, whatever this is. So we're gonna finish these things. That lighting looks really good. You know what I did? You know what I did, Zen? Tell me if this lighting looks good or not. What's something to compare here? Let's just try a couple colors. I have fluorescent red. Man, that looks really good. Fluorescent yellow, fluorescent green. It's a bit dark. Let me see. Let me see if I can brighten this up with just my light. I don't know if it's at 100% or not, but hold on. Dark. It looks trying to compare here. I can brighten the light a bit, maybe. I'm not painting with fluoros tonight. I'm sorry, but I'm not. Birthday was 3 months ago, but finally got it to me. Frank got you a Corsair Kilty. Oh, really? Wow. Yeah. Scary got in. He got in top 8. He lost in his top 8 match. It was the first match of today. So yeah, the Drukhari are gonna get nerfed again. Shot. Guarantee it will. So I turned the color temperature of my light. That's all I changed. I don't need you. I'm getting these guys first. And I think this is among the most accurate colors I've ever had. Maybe I just need more light now. I gotta figure this out. But yeah, it's so stupid, isn't it? I had this revelation at a home improvement store today. I had to buy some light bulbs, and I was like, man, no matter what I do, I adjust light, and everything always looks like red. And yeah, it really was. Yeah, it really was like a sitcom moment. And I was looking at the different kinds of bulbs, and I was like, yeah, okay, here's the soft white bulbs, which is like the yellow light. And you have the daylight, and you have the, and like, and I was like, what? All my colors always turn out wonky, and I keep trying to adjust like the color balance on my settings, which OBS does not save. It will save it for that moment while OBS is open. And also, let's see if Twitch took me out of my category. I bet it did. Oh, I absolutely apologize to everyone who's not a subscriber. Wow, you're about to get another ad. I'm so sorry. As I proceed to update stream info. No, you changed it. No, Zen. No. Okay, let me switch it back. Oh my gosh, I just lost everybody. I'm so sorry, guys. So sorry. Yeah, I made my own lamp last year with the proper bulb. Oh, nice, nice. Yeah. Anyway, again, I will apologize here in another minute when people are done with their unsubbed. You don't even get ads, and you're. Make a command. Okay. Exclamation point M. All right. So yeah, I had that revelation. I decided to try it, and I was like, wait a minute, like that looks good. Looks good. But yeah, OBS won't save video configurations. Isn't that nice? For some reason, none of these programs want to save my settings. Actually, like, change them. It always goes back to the default. So, all right, I want to talk about LVO stuff because LVO had some fun things that happened, but I was cheering for Scary the whole time. Like at the end of a stream, yeah, at the end of one of the games, there was a bunch of drama. That has since been cut from the streamers like library. Scary was 5th overall. Man, good for him. I'm sorry for all the Drukhari players. The Void Raven Bomber is going to be 500 points.
First of all, let me take just a moment to thank you for allowing me back into your home.
Viking Del Norte, welcome. Yeah, it is the Void Raven Bomber. The thing that everybody claims is like complete and utter garbage. Scary just brings and then gets 5th at the world's largest tournament ever. Yeah, I know they reversed it. It's still crazy drama. I was following that. I wasn't watching that stream. Welcome, Anoke Guardian. I was watching War Games Live, but I heard he lost. Well, okay, when his round started, I heard who he was playing against. And I was like, I know that name, and I have heard things about that player. Like, that's gonna be fun. And then, yeah, and then all the shenanigans happen. So I was following the drama yesterday. Yeah, too bad he didn't make it like further. Okay, 5th overall is amazing, but I was hoping he'd get to like the final match or something. So, all right, I'm gonna explain this. Here's what was happening. Scary was playing on stream. It was on explain the childlike. Sure. All right, here's what's happening. Scary got paired against a gentleman named Nemo, or Wesley, I think is his real name. I don't know. I'm not. It's like public information. You can find who this guy was. Playing Imperial Guard. The like Scions are like the Grotmist detachment or whatever. They were playing on not Wargame, it was Tabletop Live's stream. And Scary, if you guys have ever seen yeah, you guys have ever seen like Scary play, like he's super friendly, he's always very agreeable, he's more than happy to let people like take things back, and he's like, he's what you see from most of like the big like professional players, where they're more than happy to give people like all the leeway in the world. All right. Yeah, he really is true gentleman. I've never heard of anyone playing against him talking about how it was like a negative experience, like because like that's his brand, right? He's got to be that guy. But going undefeated into day 2, Scary plays against this guy, and I haven't watched the whole match, so I can't claim to have firsthand knowledge on everything that happened. However, there were a lot of things that were going on. Like there was one thing where the guy he paid a CP to do a deep strike close to Scary's Archon. Yeah, they edited the video. Yeah, they cut out like the last part of that game. And when you do when you do stratagems near the Warlord Archon, it costs an extra CP to do, and he had 2 CP. So he said, no, I'm not going to use the like close deep strike. I'm just going to deep strike 9 inches away. I'm going to use grenades. And they're moving super fast, and so he used grenades from 9 inches away. Which, hey, Crucial Blue, what's going on, man? And, which, grenades is an 8-inch range, by the way. He used grenades, and then he killed the Archon and got 5 points on Assassinate, which is pretty crazy. Yeah, he was throwing dice super fast, and you know he's playing quick. He's got a difficult army to play and all that, blah blah blah. Well, on turn 4, the big thing that happened was.
Stay on target.
Sorry, thank you. This guy was like visibly shaking because he was so nervous and like trying. Now, mind you, this guy has played on a lot of streams before. He is like a well-known player and everything. Like, also has kind of a shady past and all this stuff. But he was like stressing out about everything. Well, it turns out he's in the middle of turn 4. He's doing attacks that are very relevant, and his chess clock runs out of time. Skari still had time on his chess clock, and this guy in like a panic was like freaking out to get things done and didn't get it done. Well, Skari, being the true gentleman, said, hey, you can finish this attack. I will donate, you know, we'll run the clock under my time while you finish this attack, and then we'll just continue on with the game. Then your clock will be out. So the guy finished his attack, did something, and, you know, probably, but basically took a couple minutes of Skari's time. Coming to turn 5, Skari's doing his turn, and he gets to the middle of an attack that's very significant. That's, you know, a multiple point swing if he, you know, gets this attack off, basically, and his chess clock runs out. And the guy immediately is like, nope, you're done, clock's out, you can't continue. Sorry, time's up. Can't do anything. Yeah. So I think Skari was kind of like a back and forth, and there was a, you know, like there was some, you could tell like Skari was getting frustrated, which is very hard to do. Like, the guy's super agreeable and like friendly, you know. Well, so they had like a back and forth, and they got a judge over, and the judge initially was like, oh yeah, your time's up, sorry, you know, that's what you get, whatever. I guess they continued on, the judges reviewed everything, and in the end of it, they decided to revert the game back to what the game state was at the end of round 4, which gave Skari the win by like 3 points. Something like that. I think it was partially the other guy ended up apologizing, I guess. I haven't like seen firsthand things of him apologizing about what, you know, how he was acting or what he did or whatever, but yeah. So that was the situation with Skari, about a player like him being generous, and then and the player like severely abusing it, like on top of like rolling too fast. There was like the weird deep strike grenades thing that happened, and all this other stuff that was just kind of like strange little things this guy was doing when he was playing. Bull Malarkey, a bowel movement. Yep, it's just bowel movement. So Skari ended up getting the win, and then he beat he went undefeated that day for that. But yeah, I was cheering super hard for him. And Deadshot, so he's been playing Drukhari since 4th edition. I started playing Drukhari in 5th edition when they got their whole like remodel and everything. And I remember one of the first YouTube channels I would watch somewhat regularly was Skari, because he was a dude playing Dark Eldar. Like, It's not generous if you expect it in return. That's very true. That is true, Hetzer. Hey, Smago, what's going on? Thank you so much for the sub, man. Welcome in. I think it's the idea that no, not it's like it was like the pattern through the game, or yeah, through like the whole game, that the guy was acting, like doing all kinds of shady stuff, and like Scary was like trying to be, agreeable and trying to be friendly, and they were playing on stream, and so it's like you don't want to be the guy that's just like calling someone for everything they're doing. Then people throw a fit. Like, I think a lot of us have seen gamers like that, like people that play like that, right? Where they really just skirt the line with everything they do to see what they get away with. And if you call them out on it, and it's like, well, I'm technically doing the right thing, and it's like, it ends up being your problem, right? So yeah, and I think, the dude having a borderline panic attack at the end of his turn and then running out of time, I think, yeah, Scary decided to be nice, let him do that one little thing, and then it ended up being, a big deal when he needed the leeway, right? Yeah, and I'm not saying he expected it, so not at all what I'm saying, but it's like if you have a handful of dice and the guy's like, nope, like pick him up. Like there's like sportsmanship issues with that. Typical Warhammer Chad, yeah. Yeah, and like I think the thing is like, I've heard like big tournaments in the UK, like it's against the rules to donate your time because of stuff like that. Um, but I think it was more like the dude was doing all the shady things and like playing to emotions, and yeah. Yeah, and regardless of the outcome of that, LVO does require a chess clock. It does. Yeah. Or at least they did this year. I don't know if they have in years past, but they did this year. Yeah, exactly, Blue. Yeah, Blue's right, yeah. Because that dude was breaking all kinds of rules. I think like chat in that stream was kind of going ballistic through the game on this dude. Not that chat is ever like, the arbiter in these situations, but yeah. Yeah, it was live. Yeah, Blue. Yeah, it was live. It should be no. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Um I think what the judges did was the right call. So the judgment was they reverted the game back to the end of round 4. And I think I would imagine their reasoning was one player's clock ran out and the other one didn't have enough time to finish their 5th turn. So boom, we'll just call it there, and we'll just say the turn was finished, and that's what they did. So no, it was on Tabletop Live, or Tabletop Games Live, or who was the other like live stream YouTuber? I think they streamed 3 of Scari's games this past weekend. He was on stream 4 times. At least 4 times. I don't know if he was on stream on the GW streams at all, but... Or the quarterfinals. Yeah. Scary fans. Yep. Right. Oh, he was on the quarterfinals. Oh, okay. Dang. Yeah. So he was on 5. He streamed 5 of his games. Can you believe that? Like, you have this, this poor guard player that's, panicking being on stream for 1 game, and they have Scary on stream. He has to put on a show 5 games in a row. That dude probably had the most exhausting run of anybody in that tournament. You just texted Scary? What? Don't tell me you just texted Scary. What is... Down 2 points because they ended on turn 4. That sucks. Deadshot, you live in Canada, right? Are you the AOS player? Yeah, invite Scary to the server. I want to fangirl over Scary. Oh, okay. I didn't even catch that. That's super cool, man. On the Painting Dad stream says hi. And we were cheering for him the whole time. All of us were. Don't tell me you weren't. All of you were. Yeah, Eulogy Master. I see that. Yes, I did see the new Fulgrim figure, and I would love for somebody to send that mini to me. He isn't on Twitch enough, no. I'm on YouTube also, though. I stream on YouTube and Twitch, so, he's got no excuses. I will take it personally if he does not show up and say hi. Just saying. I need another, was my infinity stones of, like, YouTube, like, famous personalities. Say hi. Excuse car. Yeah, he's a YouTuber. Like a YouTuber that's like, he's like competitive. He plays Drukhari. He's like the dude that plays Dark Eldar. He's really good. He is, yeah. He literally is, though. That's the sad thing. Like, you'll see balanced data slates where the most random units get nerfed, and everybody's like, those units are terrible. Why'd they get nerfed? It's because, oh, Scary's been taking it to tournaments. Like, no one else has. Just Scary. So he wins a tournament with something, and then they just nerf everything around what he does. Don't encourage me. It's not helpful. I'll drag this out. Let's go stop using Void. I know, I always wanted to buy a Void Raven Bomber, but I'll never be able to fit in an army list at this rate. He does. He does have the certain ones that he chooses. It's not like we have a lot of units in the Codex, though. Yeah, like Geneva Conventions, sure. We'll drag it out like the Geneva Convention. Is that what you're saying? On the other hand, the Void Raven keeps going up. Drukhari become one of the most affordable armies. That's true. Yeah, buy a Void Raven and a unit of Kabalites, and you got a full 2,000 points. What last cannon we paint? This is a Gravis last cannon for a Contemptor Dreadnought. Oh, I finished painting my my Contemptor, and I had these weapons, So since I have 3 Contemptors now, I need to actually get a second set of weapons for him. Finishing up the weapons that belong to this second one to be shared among all the Contemptors. I'm gonna finish these weapons tonight, and then I'll show you guys. This last cancel that takes. I always said if I painted, I would totally be a pro Raven Guard player. Yeah, there you go. Space Marines, all consolidated, all legions. Okay. I mean, yes and no. Like, you can still have your themes and your army and everything. Like, 40k is kind of, it's very gamey at this point. So, you know, you can do your heavy armored Raven Guard if you want, and you can put that in a list. But you can kind of always do that, right? Raven Guard are really cool though. I've always told myself if I had a Loyalist Legion for 30k, it would be Raven Guard. I'm a filthy traitor, so. I'm too busy trying to get to 15k painted Thousand Suns. I don't have time for a Loyalist Legion. The Geneva suggestions, yeah. I'm the world's best and only Celestial Lions player. Yeah, you gotta pick a super obscure chapter. Okay, almost finished that. Blood Ravens are so cool. I had serious debates when I started collecting my my Primaris minis on painting Blood Ravens. Just didn't want to paint that much red. Small regrets, but they don't have tabletop support. No, they don't have any. Rex does pull amazing stuff during 30k. Yeah. Eulogy Master, you should just play 30k and play Raven Guard. Boom, you got your cool army with all the interesting things that come with it. Raven Guard are really good. They have really cool rules. Autocannon next. Rescue Sons of the Phoenix. Yeah. You wanted me to play Paint Blood Ravens. Yeah, it would have been cool. Start your Space Wolves you were talking about? Yeah, I mean, man, I do want to start those Space Wolves. Get out, Juzal. Get out. Every time, I swear it's at least once a week, someone comes in the stream like, yeah, I'm new to the hobby, like just getting to 40k. I'm like, oh cool, like what do you collect? They're like, man, I really like Space Wolves. And it's always just like, oh no. It was fun way to play Dread Spam. Yeah, because Space Wolves are they're the true Mary Sue of 40k. People complain about Space Ultramarines and don't even realize Space Wolves flying under the radar, never losing a battle, having 15 special characters that have rules that aren't legends, getting to openly fight the Inquisition and kill Grey Knights, and it's just like cool. Like Inquisition doesn't do anything about it. Yeah, like just get away with everything. They get to have psychers when no one's allowed to have psychers because it says it's their religion, even though religion's banned. 30k, like it's ridiculous. Being the lushes of 40k? I don't think I've ever heard that term before. Do Gabriel Angelos as a chapter master in turn? Yeah, you can do that. That's the fun way to play 40k. Deadshot. Yeah. You make your own characters. You know, like Gabriel Angelos doesn't have any rules, but it's cool enough just that he's a captain. You can just call him Gabriel Angelos. That's fine. Nothing wrong with that. You have the Angelos model? Nice. The word for being drunk. Oh, okay. I've not heard that. Huh. He did. He had rules in 9th. I remember his 9th edition rules. That was one of the things I was debating about when I was looking at my Primaris army options. A few reasons why I settled on Ultramarines, but... I've never heard lush. No. I don't think people in Ohio use that word. Wine moms? Oh, okay, yeah. I can see that. That makes sense to me. Alright. First coat, bright neutral gray. Let's put down some bold titanium white and brighten it up. And can't you run Inquisition units now with Age of the Beast? You can. Yeah, you can. Good way to run them. Yeah. Yeah, they kind of ally in. They have rules for like allying into 2 Imperium armies. Eulogy Master. Yeah, I've never heard that before. And, you know, I think Aslan Grants has a point. I'm not typically around wine-drunk moms, so... Or at least enough of them to use the word. Ragnar or Logan that teleported on the Inquisition? It was Logan. Logan Juzao. He just teleported on there, or it was like a planet or something, like a meeting place, and he just like teleported and was like, who killed them? And they pointed at the Grey Knight, and he just like cut the dude's head off. You know, the Grey Knight with should be more skill and experience, and you know, and the Inquisition at the end was just like, okay. More widespread than just wine moms. Okay, all right, yeah, that's fair. I don't drink, so you know, like it's not my scene. Not something I like focus on, I guess. I don't know. I'm the most boring person you could ever meet. Elements may emerge. Advent of Warhammer going mainstream. I don't know. There'll probably be a lot more toxicity to it. Honestly, anything with the internet has 700 billion bots crying about something or another. But I don't know if that's necessarily new for Warhammer. Man, the myth, the painting. Yeah, what's up, Heroth? How you doing, man? was told the Inquisition to yeah, okay, yeah, that's fine, but yeah, like I can understand, like fragging the Inquisition leaders, right? But when you're just like, we're gonna go to war about it and make it like very publicly known and straight up kill Grey Knights, and the Inquisition at the end is just like, okay. I was actually impressed with what they revealed at LVO. Yeah, I haven't streamed since LVO, guys. We got to talk about the reveals, right? It hasn't been exactly welcoming. No, Heroth, you're exactly right. Yep. Repeating it the first time in a long while. Nice, man. What are you working on? Glad to hear you're back at it. Nobody can say anything when they show up dead for some reason. Yeah, but the Inquisition knows, and like the Imperium knows, and the Grey Knights know. It's not just as easy as like, haha, technically you can't say I did something bad. Like, pretty sure chapters get excommunicated for less. Some shenanigans Green Knights should up on. I don't even know. That's Emperor's Children, Death Guard model, for 40k. Yes, they showed a new roadmap, so lots of chaos stuff getting their codex soon, including World Eaters and Thousand Suns. Honestly, guys, the AOS minis kind of won the reveals for me. The skeletons, they are definitely going into my Vampire Counts army. Hands down, I'm getting the new Graveguard and the new Black Knights and the new the like white characters on horse. Are really cool. Other than all, I've been a Star Wars fan his life. He's just a number of people are going from Star Wars to GW because the dislike of Disney's handling. Yeah, I don't know. See, I personally can't understand that reasoning. Like, it's either you like something or you don't, right? If it's at the point where a setting doesn't interest you, then like that's fine. Like you can find other things to interest you, but I can't say I've ever been in a situation where I've stopped liking something and then made myself go like something else because of the fact I didn't like one thing. That sounds a lot like how do I put this gently? Being a crybaby and only listening to what the internet tells you. That's what that sounds like to me. No. I feel like anyone who is like of any reasonable adult age understands, like especially with Star Wars, of all things, like you like the trilogy you grew up with and you don't like the new ones. Boom, there's Star Wars in a nutshell. People like different things, and that's that, right? Minis are always good. Do better than 40k. AOS seems like they have a lot more freedom. To me, AOS has a ton of misses. Like, I don't care for the setting of AOS, and I think the minis are way over the top a lot of the time. But the more grounded minis have been like top notch. The stuff that were obviously made to be a part of Warhammer: The Old World, but were quickly like pulled away, at the end. Those minis are amazing. Comparison's the thief of joy. I need to stop looking at my... Yeah, I mean, Heroth is exactly right. Like, people have this attitude of, like, if you like this, you can't like that. And if you don't like this, you have to like this. And, I can't like this, anything from this because of this one thing. Like, I had a friend, I had a friend who stopped like all of their interest in Star Wars, like period. Stopped it. Their reasoning is is incredible. The reason they stopped all of their interest in Star Wars was because Star Wars Rebels, like the animated TV show, it's a kid show, it's amazing though. Fantastic TV show. They had an episode where one of the characters goes to a like a pilot's academy, like a TIE fighter academy, basically, like infiltrates it, and she meets a recruit there, like a cadet there, who is doubting their like faith in the Empire and is thinking about trying to leave the school. That student is what's his name? Wedge Antilles. It's Wedge Antilles. How you meet Wedge Antilles? Like, it's a young Wedge Antilles, and he was a fighter pilot cadet apparently in the show. This friend of mine was so offended that they changed Wedge Antilles' lore from what it was before. I have no idea what it was before, but the fact that they had the audacity to make Wedge an Imperial cadet and not just like a savant at flying starfighters like he was in the EU or something. He just completely turned off Star Wars. Was just like done with it. Which, again, you like what you like, and I guess that's fine, but to me, man, yikes. Like, maybe they had more issues with it than they were willing to admit or something. Yeah, isn't that, yeah, that's Raja, exactly. That's a weird line in the sand, right? Like, just of all the things. Oh no, he's super into the comics. At least the EU stuff. The horribly inconsistent EU. They've lost interest and found other things. That's fair. Yeah. What's up, Raptor? What's going on? The extra coffee today? Yeah. A federal holiday in the U.S. coming up Monday, so. Real mad when they decanned the extended universe stuff. Yeah, they did. Yep. That's one of the things that made Star Wars Rebels so good, though, is that they were able to take the EU stuff and kind of reintroduce it and like put it in its place. Like help it to fit in like the canon universe, right? To where it made sense. And I really appreciate that. I would watch Rebels every week because they would introduce like new ships and stuff like that, like EU ships and stuff. And I'm a huge Armada fan. I was like, man, I can't wait for that to come to Armada and everything. Like that was my big thing. Yeah, Mara Jade is in Legends. She's not canon. Marvel. Yeah, Star Wars has nothing on that. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It's like, if you like the old Wedge Antilles lore, like just go with it, like I don't know. Disney isn't putting a gun to your head saying that you have to believe in the real life story of Wedge Antilles being an Imperial TIE fighter cadet. As much as they probably want to do that, but they're not. Yeah, if you don't like the new movies, yeah. I imagine all the old timers in here that grew up with the original trilogy, and they saw the prequels and they're like, those are terrible and I hate those and that's not Star Wars to me, But then people my generation who grew up, I was 9 years old when I went and saw Episode 1 in theaters, and it was like the coolest thing I'd ever seen, And I love the prequel trilogy. Not that I think it's perfect, but love it. My son loves, he loves Episode 7 and Episode 9. He watches those all the time. Those and Episode 3. Those are probably his most watched Star Wars movies. Kid loves his space battles. You know, they were hated until adulthood. Yeah, yeah. People complain about stuff. I like them all. Hey, there you go, man. Rogue One is my favorite Star Wars movie. We watched it recently as a family, and it just reinforced my opinion on that. The movie is so good. Oh, hey guys, I do have a little announcement. Um, Zendral went to a MCP tournament and got second. Look at this dude. Look at this dude getting second place in a tournament. Yeah, we gotta give some proud dads, dads for Zendral, guys. Yeah, yeah. My understanding is the person he lost to was the guy that won the whole tournament. So, which is an impressive feat in itself. Um, like normally when you like outright lose a game like that to somebody, like it knocks you down a few places. But yeah, it was just like you played the dude and then got second out of it. So, well, with ADHD on the playground, hopped on blood sugar for an hour and asked him to retell his story points. Exactly what they did. Yeah, I think there were a lot of issues with the sequel trilogy, and I don't think I am equipped to break down what all of those are. I think it was mostly a corporate problem. Whoever wanting to retain or have control over creative process, and there's also something I think a lot of people really would hate or never would have admitted if Carrie Fisher, well, it would have been known if Carrie Fisher were still alive today, basically. Like, this probably would have been the opinion. And it was that episode 8, which is, widely considered to be really bad. Like, just really off as far as a Star Wars movie goes. I remember before that movie came out, all the documentaries and everything about the movie from Rian Johnson talking about how big of a hand Carrie Fisher had in writing the movie and like helping the direction of the movie and everything. And honestly, when you watch episode 8 with that thought in mind, you can see all the little Carrie Fisher isms through the movie. Like all these little like tongue-in-cheek jokes I don't think were Rian Johnson. I think it was Carrie Fisher. And like that sounds like sacrilegious to say because it's Carrie Fisher and also she died and all this stuff, but like I think she had a big influence in the movie and I think it ended up just being weird. Yeah, for me, from like pure enjoyment, episode 8 was by far the worst. I remember going to see episode 8, and mind you, I am me and my wife and my son, but this is before my son was born. No, my son was born when episode 8 came out. But anyway, we watched episode 7 I think like 6 times in movie theaters. We watched Rogue One 5 times movie theaters. We went and saw episode 8, and I remember leaving that movie like confused, which is something I have never experienced in like watching Star Wars before. It was just like, I was like, wait, was that it? Like, was that the movie that they said they were making? Like, yeah, it was. It's a mess. Um, had- I completely disagree, Aslan. I don't think there is any fundamental mess with Rogue One. It's definitely not worse than Episode 7. I enjoy Episode 7 from like the sequel trilogy. I think that's my most enjoyed movie. But Episode 7 is just a rehash of A New Hope. That's all it is. Yeah, Rogue One's definitely the best Star Wars movie. Has the best characters, the best acting of any Star Wars movie. Even better than Empire Strikes Back. The worst parts about Rogue One are the cameos they do. Like when they put C-3PO and R2-D2 in the movie, that's the worst part of the movie. Or when they have like who's the guy that Obi-Wan cuts his hand off in Mos Eisley, like, or his arm off. Like they show him on Jeddah, like by far the worst parts. It's 4, 5, 6. Yeah, basically. Yeah. So it was a Happy Days reunion. It kind of was, yeah. Episode 7 kind of had a free pass, right? The holiday special is incredible. If you guys watch Skeleton Crew, they reference the holiday special a couple times, and it's hilarious. Like they show footage from the holiday special, like little kids watching TV, like Coco Melon watching TV, and it's the holiday special, like the little like circus thing going on. Isn't the main character a prisoner to like a captive of the other characters? So like, of course she doesn't like get the agency, right? Yeah, it's like the forced hero, right? She didn't want to be anywhere near any of that, but she's the one that decides to go at the end. Planet, we got a frost planet, we got a Death Star. Yes, that's true. Hey, Gunplay, welcome. Gunplay Ubel, welcome in. Yeah, she was like the inspiration. She was the messenger. Yeah, I love the cast in Rogue One. I think it was a great cast of just people, which is perfect for Star Wars. I feel like that's what Star Wars needs more of. Just getting the white highlight on these. Then I think we'll grab highlights on our bit of red that we have. Reluctant hero, like, yeah, like it's not her choice, right? Like a trope, right? Is that what it's called? What are you working on? I'm painting some ranged, or I guess just weapon arms for Contemptor Dreadnoughts. That's what I'm painting. My 30k Dreadnoughts. A couple of them painted. I finished these tonight. I'll snap them on the arms. I'll show you guys what I got cooking here. Andor is really good. Yeah, Andor's incredible. Andor's very slow. It is very much like a drama and not like a normal Star Wars show. So watching it week to week like kind of sucked. Because we got through like the first 5 episodes and we're like, what is going on? Like, this show is just they're just moving so slow, and then it picks up, but it never gets like crazy lightsaber battle big fight thing. Like it's very different. Yeah, Skeleton Crew was great. Yeah. Here, stop comparing yourself to me, dude. Here, I'm pretty sure I've been painting for as long as you've been alive, so don't do that. And also, this is my job, so like I paint a lot. I painted 700 minis last year, so like, you know, I get a lot more practice than normal people. Working on your first mini while at work, that's awesome, dude. That's awesome. You have a job. You have a job that you can paint while you're making real money. It's good stuff, man. What are you painting? What does this first mini have going on? I swear, if it's a Space Wolf, we're gonna throw hands. I don't know. I just assume you're a little bit younger. I've been in this hobby for almost 25 years, so. Which is horrifying for me to say out loud. Because. Oh, Primaris Hellblasters, nice. What chapter? What chapter? Are you doing some Ultramarines, Gunpla? Or oh, you're mid. Okay, you're my age. All right, all right. I've been painting minis since you were 12 years old, because I was 12 years old when I started too. So. This is my hubris of expecting people to be younger on Twitch. I need to remember I'm in the geriatric ward of Twitch. They're all the old timers here. On and off for longer than you've been alive. Yeah. Alright, Hetzer. Why am I painting minis for you? Oh, what's the phrase? Hold on. This has been my favorite phrase. Is it hoisted by my own petard? I believe that's the phrase. I believe that's just what happened. I'm planning on playing. I wanted to paint them because Space Marines look cool. Prep my skill for Gundam assembly. Nice. We got some Gundam people in here. I don't know if Zen's hanging out in stream, but that dude is he like froths at the mouth whenever someone mentions Gundam. So wasting his petard on stream. I use that phrase. We were eating dinner as a family, and I said something, and wife or my son or whatever had like a comeback, and I said that. My wife was stunned to silence, and my son was dying laughing. He had no idea what it means. My son is 8 years old, and he was just like. And I was like, "Wait, you've never heard that before?" Honestly, I was thinking of having my favorite streamers paint some. Yeah. No, it's totally cool, man. I'm just messing with you. Hetzer's a good dude, everybody. Citing Roman War. It's not Roman, man. It's like Renaissance, early Renaissance at the earliest. I don't think people had petards in Rome. I think a petard is actually like a bomb, like a grenade, right? I can't remember the exact like translation, but some freaking cool minis I'll never be able to afford to play. I've collected enough random minis. Yeah, yeah. See, eventually you collect enough random minis to where you just have an army. You're like, oh, okay, I guess I can play. Or you just play a game that doesn't require as many minis. Let's get this last cannon here. Do we like a good dad joke here? Yeah, sure. Just don't go overboard, man. We got a couple people that just come in here and just go for half your coworkers 19 and 22. I assume he's so old when most of us are his age or older. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. I just act like an old man. First appeared in Hamlet. Well, there we go. Yep. I know a thing or two. Same army so far. That's fair. Yeah. Mortal Kombat's based off a Scandinavian church song. That's pretty cool, actually. I did not know that. Where does the like forearm dude come into play? Is he like in the song? To finish him. That's incredible. The Finns and their metal music stretches back for how long? Oh, dang it! I hate you. I didn't see it. I didn't see the joke. Shamed. Thanks. Thanks for that. And so you didn't see it live when it first played? Oh, you had to catch like the second showing or something. Hamlet. Yeah. I take everything at face value when I read it, so it's so easy just to like confuse me with things. I do not get jokes when people type jokes out. Could you imagine if I started reading everything like it was a joke? Yeah, how are you, man? Someone's just like telling me that like they had a family member pass away or something. I'm just like, ha ha ha. Great. Being everything is a joke is typically safer. Yeah, you're probably right. That's not me, though. Is he building your mud hut? Yeah. I believe it had, sir. I do believe that. A little more white paint. A whole blob of white paint. I got Filipino food yesterday. It was so good. So good. I'm really surprised that the Eldar stuff's going out for pre-order already. It's just white Hetzer, like a cooler white, but listen, man, I'm always messing with the lighting of my camera to try to get things to look natural, and I'm starting to be convinced that it's impossible. They're going to be up for pre-order on Saturday, and they're not doing a launch box for the Eldar. They're just doing codex and minis. So Eldar will have a fully legal codex out before the Imperial Guard does. Yeah, PA Bold Titanium White. That's the edge highlight I'm doing, is the Bold Titanium White. Over bright neutral gray. Yeah, alright. Got that. Let's get a couple of these other colors. We got a bit of rich gold for a highlight. Little bolter casings here. Happens to the color you have. Camera lights. Yeah, it's extremely difficult to do. I cannot figure out cameras for some reason. Yeah, it is. It's so simple. It works so well. I'm happy that would help somebody. That. Okay. Gold is done. Let's get the copper out. Just go to the line. I'll get you out. And next. So I'm going to be careful. Normally I'm not like handling the actual mini itself while I paint it. These are really difficult to brace. So gotta be careful I'm not rubbing paint off. I paint the mini. We said white gold. I'm actually going to get a different brush for this. Yeah, we're going to do some white gold, which I finally have now. Back, we'll get our next color down. I was able to get the Dreadnought Fist. I have a pair of tweezers. I was able to like stick up in the elbow. So helpful. Something I did learn today, I want to tell you guys about, was Boxbite is now selling an expansion pack to their miniature painting handle. It's extra like toppers. So if that is something that you think might interest you, I might grab a set or find a way to acquire a set. Mr. Maze Blitz himself will send me some. I don't know. can't get some for a giveaway, but I'm really excited to try that out. See if that'll save me some space for how I hold my minis when I paint them. Be really nice. These are the really good camo patterns. Olive green base. Okay. Well, smooth. It's like crap because there's no definition of shapes. Yeah. That's painting camo on minis in a nutshell. Hetzer. Been all this time painting it and trying to make it look really good, and you're using like accurate colors and everything. When you step back and you take a look at it, it just looks like a muddled mess. 100% my experience. Camo on minis. Never occurred. Yeah, yeah. I mean, you gotta see it, right? I painted some minis. It was for a Christmas gift. One of my older brothers, had camo, and I spent a lot of time researching, like, the camo patterns and how the patterns work and what colors are all used in the pattern and everything, and way too much time painting camo patterns on this squad of minis, only for it to just looks like a blob, like a poorly painted blob. So actual camo is, yes, true. Yeah, it's like looking at it from a distance, right? It just looks like a blob. So, I guess I did it right, but that means it looks like garbage. You remember me painting those? Oh yeah, okay. It's painting I remember painting those on stream, but they were Army Rangers that I was painting. Like modern, or it was like 2016 or something, Army Rangers. My brother was a ranger, and so that was cool. Right. Talk about the regiment for the... Oh, okay. Oh, that's cool. All right. Well, there we go. Angles here, almost done with this color. One more little bit of red to get inside of these hands through pick and whips. Oh, cool. All right, I'll take a look here in just a second. Okay, got our basic ledge highlight of white gold on there. I have bronze. Before I get that, I'm going to take a look at this mini here. Hetzer has been painting. Oh yeah. What? Hold on, Hetzer. Your camo looks great. I think you're saying like it's there's no like definition of shapes. I think if you spent some time highlighting it a little more, like each of those colors individually, I think it'd be perfect. I think it'd be great. But no, I think your camo looks really good, and I think it looks good on a mini too. I don't think you made any I don't think there are like any mistakes with that color scheme. Got something there. Next one, which is going to be light bronze. Get there. Much of a highlight on this bronze because we're going to be dry brushing that a bit. Let's get this light bronze. Look like apparently that wasn't it. Yeah, that's fair. I understand that. I do get that feeling though. Happens to me quite a bit. So these other Contemptor weapons that I have painted here were among some of the first things I ever painted from Thousand Suns. So they look a little off, a little less refined, but I don't think that's too much of an issue. I don't think they look so far off. They look out of place. We'll take a look. These will need varnish and stuff, so I'll do a quick comparison, but exact 1-to-1. Color. A warm gray here. Actually, with this dark neutral gray first. The previews specifically did not say what the Thousand Suns have coming for 40k, but the rumors and like new lore suggest that the Thousand Suns are getting some kind of robot miniature, maybe similar to the Castellax Akia that they have in 30k. So that is what the current rumor is. Which would be cool. Reminds me that. That's true. Yeah, Thousand Suns will be getting demons in their codex. So they're about to get like 15 new units. Just for that. So I have a couple armies in 40k, and none of them are Thousand Suns in 40k. My Thousand Suns army is for the Horus Heresy game, which is completely different at this point. Those armies get a character. Yep. Yeah, the Drukhari players know. That's all Drukhari gets. That's all they've ever gotten. Is one kit to replace group kit every edition, and one kit to replace a named character every edition. Boom. Drukhari since 6th edition. Silver and some dark silver. Mix going. Yeah, some of the rumor engine stuff that's going on, which I think Aslan Grant's posted in Discord, the gaming news section. He has a screenshot of all the like unsolved rumors. There's a nice like chain blade, fleshy chain blade looking thing that looks like it could be very World Eaters-y. So maybe an 8-bound character or something is what that looks like it could be. Other World Eaters type things. Excuse me. There's a couple in there that could be. The chain blade is for Corn model. Yeah. That painting, it's silver. Okay, that's right. Marine on a Juggernaut unit. Okay. Marines on Juggernauts would be cool. Also, if I'm not mistaken, World Eaters don't have a like a basic Lord on foot mini, right? They have like the Master of Executions, but that's it for their foot characters. Is that correct? He's named. No, not not named characters. Yeah. Piece together in the whole list and we expect new Vampire Lord model. Yeah, I heard they did say there's more Soulblight stuff coming. Man, this Soulblight Gravelord minis are gorgeous. I'm so excited to add those to my Vampire Counts army. So excited. Between that and the Empire transfers that just came out for the old world, like I have my pretty much my whole army set. I need those transfers for battle standard bearer stuff. You have Karn Lord on a Juggernaut, and they have some of the more like generic Chaos characters, but that's it. My connection bad, or is anyone else buffering? Oh no. I had a couple dropped frames there, but yeah. Hopefully the World Eaters get some nice things, you know, going, just coming out this past edition at the end of it, getting, you know, very generic units, all things considered. I hope they get kind of filled out a little more in their collection. Availability be like for the new stuff. Games Workshop really likes FOMO, like, you know, fear of missing out. If I were you, I would say don't fall prey to FOMO, but if you want something like the new Emperor's Children, and you know you're good to afford it, and you know all that, you're ready to pull the trigger, then I mean, I would say call your local store and see if they have any kind of list now. And if they don't, call them as soon as the Sunday preview comes out where they become available. And try to get your name on a list. A lot of stores do like a written list for people to pre-order, like before the actual pre-orders go live. So, unless you have like a Games Workshop store, then you might have to wait till the day of. I just want to say, do you guys know a big pet peeve of mine? I'm going to share this with you in confidence here. A big pet peeve of mine is, I think it's especially the like content creator sphere. Where they call the entirety of the hobby Warhammer, and it kills me. I hate it so much. It's probably more than a pet peeve. Like, you know, you play Warhammer, you collect miniatures, you paint miniatures. Games Workshop is the company. You know, you don't. And I get so tired of like every meme, every video I see, every like everything on YouTube and all this stuff. It's just like, we're painting Warhammer today, and it's like, ugh, like that phrase burns me. Or like, I don't know, like I'm going to do Warhammer, or man, I get memes all the time from like reels on Instagram and stuff, and it's people that just use Warhammer as their phrase because they're trying to like tag the algorithm. And it kills me. Like, as much as I love like Zorp as a channel, he is the biggest offender because he'll post a video, you know, making terrain for like Lord of the Rings, for like the strategy battle game, but he calls it in his video titles Lord of the Rings Warhammer or Middle Earth Warhammer because he understands that when you put Warhammer in your title, it's going to get more clicks and views and everything. The algorithm's going to like it more than calling it Middle Earth SBG. Yeah, do the Warhammer. It kills me. Like, I hate it so much. Especially someone like Zorp is the most annoying to me because I love his channel. I don't subscribe to many like hobbyists on YouTube. There's very few that I'm still subscribed to, and even fewer that I actually watch content for. And I watch almost all of his stuff. But he does that. I'm like, this dude has been in this hobby since like Lord of the Rings came out as a game. Like he's been in this thing as long as I have. And when he started changing everything to call, when he called Lord of the Rings Warhammer, it's like respectful, right? To like the game and like the whole IP. It feels like it's belittling the game. Yeah, I mean, like I said, I love Zorpazor's channel. The dude is like, he's such a YouTuber, but like, him calling it Lord of the Rings Warhammer kills me. I feel like I want to throw a gauntlet down and duel him every time he does. Alright, 2 more of these. Might do a little bit of dry brushing, maybe a little bit of contrast paint. Highlight color on the gray. It's so frustrating. Like even when you're in the hobby and you're just doing like stuff with Warhammer minis, like the hobby's not called Warhammer, the game is called Warhammer. It seems like a very specific like branding choice from Games Workshop, like to content creators. Like you have to say you're doing Warhammer or something, or we won't give you your free stuff. Yeah, it is how it is, and I'm gonna choose to be mad about it. So like you see like people make like memes and stuff about like, oh, some girl's like, I lost my boyfriend at the Warhammer store, and he's at like his local game store. It's like not, you know, like a GW official store that just call their stores Warhammer now, but like it's a game store, it's your hobby store. It's not a Warhammer store. You might be there to buy Warhammer, but 5 or 6 years away from any public forum. You 2 is probably 20 years away. Go drink my prune juice. Yeah, yeah. Take your baby aspirin. It's a very clear, yeah. It's very clearly like GW, you know, like suffocating the market, right? No, because it's not written by the girlfriend. You know, it's just some content creator that makes memes. And every single meme, it's like at the Warhammer store with the pals, and like you're like doing a thing. Yeah, calling everything war. It has. Yeah, yeah. Again, I think it's super deliberate from the company, and I wonder if there's some kind of agreement with content creators. Not that they have like a word limit or anything, but that they reference certain things in certain ways. Look at Aslan Grant's full of tourists. He's like, tourist scum. Join my hobby. I'm gonna join my Warhammer. Can't take my Warhammer. I got a Warhammer, yeah, Patootie, yeah. I got a Warhammer down to the Warhammer store. Warhammer it up. People in this hobby complaining about new people coming in that are just going to leave right away. As old as the hobby itself. Try and become a generic term. That'd be pretty funny, actually. GW forces it so much. That happens, guys. I'm making a new game called Warhammer. Kleenex hammer. Band-Aid hammer. Zen told me about making another player cry at Marvel Crisis Protocol. So I think Crybaby Hammer is an appropriate term. I don't think he physically cried, but he threw a fit and like got super salty and mad about everything. It feels disingenuous to me, I think, is maybe the point I'm trying to get to, where it feels everything feels forced. It's like GW trying to like market their way to like making sure no one else recognizes the other games as their own thing. When like we're in like the miniatures hobby. Now obviously it's not that prevalent outside of this sphere, because you know Twitch made a miniatures and models section that was separate from Warhammer, right? There is a Warhammer channel, but I guess they recognized, or people begged them enough where they made it its own thing. It's actually more popular than the Warhammer channel at this point, or category, call it. Alright, silver's done. Gotta get this warm gray real quick. Yeah, GW's always done that on purpose. Like, GW's done that for a long time. Your comments at the roll of the dice, your tactics play off. Yeah. What's going on, Troy? Yeah, it became that's probably Prairie Dog, that probably contributed to the problem, right? Especially when, you know, like it was pointed out, Grant said, like, at the height of this hobby, if someone wanted to watch something on Twitch, they went to the Warhammer channel. And, you know, if they happen to see someone painting something that's not part of Warhammer, you know, they're just doing a different Warhammer. So yeah, D&D paint. Yeah, I painted everything in the Warhammer channel. I didn't deviate from it because that's where all the people were in this community. So why would you go to other channels? It was a waste. I tried going to the art channel, but I can't compete with the like furry 3D modelers that are in there. So okay. Cool. Got that. Now, what's left? Worked on non-GW projects. Felt obligated to go to art, other categories, because it was awkward. I never felt obligated to go to art. But I also, like, the majority of my work was with like Games Workshop stuff. So, you know, I was definitely more at home here from the get-go, even though I think the first couple things I painted were non-GW minis on stream. And I think I started streaming in art first, my first couple streams, and then realized that that all the people painting miniatures, for the most part, people are like hang out in the Warhammer channel or category. So I migrated. It's okay, Hetzer. We're not judging, man. We're not judging if you're gonna go check out the Borderline. Not safe for work. 3D renders of furry creatures. It's on you, man. It's on you. The coolest result from LVO would have been the Genestealer Cult player versus Drukhari. What really stunk was the top 6 teams, like the Shadow Round, or whatever they had last night. 2 of the Xenos players dropped, and so they were left with like very few Xenos. It ended up just being a bunch of Space Marines. So that was disappointing. It's a simple dry brush on this stuff. Zoom that down a little. Is LVO GW event? I think it is. Or no, it's not. It's Frontline Gaming that runs it. GW was there, and GW gives like really big prize support for winning it. Some like pretty cool prize support also. What I had seen. The winner gets to pick out the miniatures. They get to make a 2,000 point army of their choice. And GW gives them all the models for it. Which is why the Tau Manta is 2,100 points. I think it's Richard Ziegler is the guy's name that won one year, and they gave him a 2,000 point army and a Manta. Tau Manta costs 2,000 points. But it's a $2,000 mini. Like a big Forge World mini. That also comes with the Tau army inside of it as like part of the standard part of that mini. And yeah, and he requested that, so GW ended up giving a ton of they changed the points cost to it. They upped it to 2,100 points after that. Gamed him. He gamed the system.
I believe every day's a good day when you paint.
Hey, Rocket Man, what's up, man? How are you doing? Downsized over the years. Used to be basically 2,000 point army. Now it's a box of Fire Wars box. Oh, okay, yeah, they don't give as much. So minis get more expensive. It'll melt a gun in his fists, so. Also see some late night streams. Yeah. Glad you could join. I am going to be probably closing it out here in a few minutes. We're doing just a little bit more. I have one more color I want to do, and I want to show off these weapons on a Dreadnought or two. So, just enough to make the internals look cool. Yeah. It's still a crazy amount of stuff, though. Okay, last thing. It's paints. Go. Talisar blue and Striking Scorpion green. Take one drop of each. So little pipette here. Probably my two favorite contrast colors, just based on the color alone: Talisard blue and Striking Scorpion green. Crappy brush here. Let's mix these two colors. Yeah, that's nice. Nice deep green. And not thanks for the stream. Yeah, no problem, man. No problem. I will not be streaming tomorrow, but I'll be streaming Tuesday. So, yeah. Gonna hunker down and get some things ready for stream on Tuesday. But yeah, I'll be streaming on Tuesday. Alright, let's take a look here. So my first Contemptor Dread was this guy here. Look at him, lots of transfers, very cool. My second dread was my Osiren. It's a crazy big sword. It's also a little dusty. Been sitting on the shelf for a little bit. So we got the Osiren. And then the last dread that I just finished a couple days ago is my other Contemptor here. Some 3D printed upgrade pieces, so very cool. But we have all these extra weapons. What I really want to see is the two fists on this guy. Let's see, these are magnetized, but they also fit in pretty snug. I want to be careful because I don't want to break them. I do need to finish like my varnishes on that to get that color going. But yeah, the two fist, oh, looks cool. Looks really cool. That's good. You can also, here, we'll put your two fists on. Be that guy. Scary says hello. Yes! Someone screenshot that. True gentleman. I feel so bad for like bothering him. It's only like 7 o'clock there, or 8 o'clock there, right? It's not too bad, but still. Here we go. Double Gravis Melta. It's cool. This is my favorite gun that these guys get. It's really good. What's cool though, the heavy bolters. His arms are like kind of a little too far, so sometimes they don't always sit properly. But the double heavy bolters really good setup for these. Doesn't do like a ton of damage, but you get the shots of two heavy bolters and they end up being twin linked, which is really good. So you get benefits from both. Yeah, silver looks a lot more dull than the newer ones. Very cool though. Yeah, it's nice. Got the double weapons going. Yeah. Very cool. weapons off here. I also made sure I had a left arm and a right arm. Because when you assemble it, you choose if you want, like how you want the hand position to go. So yeah, this needs its satin varnish to bring the shine back out. And then it should match pretty well. Alright, so painted weapons, and I got Scar to say hi. That's awesome. Thanks, Deadshot. You're the man. Or lady, or I don't want to presume anything, but thank you. Alright, you guys. I think I am going to jump off tonight. So I'll be on Tuesday morning. Should be a normal day, provided I have, you know, electricity and everything and internet. I know we're getting big polar vortex. If you are also in that, I think it's most of the US at this point, or like toward the east, Midwest and East Coast and stuff. Stay warm, stay safe, you know, do the things you need to do. But yeah, hopefully I'll see you guys on Tuesday. We'll have some more painting. I'll be back at a commission, another commission I'm gonna try to finish this week. So we'll be doing. Filled my bathtub with water. All right, gonna be water main break. Yeah, we already had a water main break. It's not even that cold. No, fun times. Prairie Dog, you stay safe, guys. Have a good evening and a great week. I'll see you guys on Tuesday. Bye, everybody.